Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game. Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Jets had 8-3 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on, put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Rodgers now on first down. And a completion to Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 37.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Cook will score. Touchdown, New York. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. first carry here for Robinson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Levis. This pass is caught by London. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Levis now off of play action. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. They go play action here on first down. It's Miller, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. You talk about this Falcon defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league. Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measure.
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future, and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
And now a throw on 1st first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Rodgers. In the end zone, touchdown Jets. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyron Johnson, 76 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Rodgers to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Rodgers going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Levis to throw off play action. He's got his man London right side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And Levis going to change the play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown Falcons. Tyron Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And that is caught for the 2 points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working powerfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Levis to throw it. This ball down the field for Pitts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
And quickly they get to the line.
Levis now on 1st and 10. That one deep for London. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Levis looking to move him around a bit. A give to Robinson on the option.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Rodgers now on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And off the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 49 yards. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for two. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Levis back to throw. Going up top for Miller. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Rodgers has got the hook up here with Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And again, it's Rodgers. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play action now. Levis. This pass is caught by London. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Levis, who's going to audible to something else. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Back to throw. It's Levis. Open man downfield is Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. 3rd and goal. Here's Levis. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. An audible here to get a new look. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. Eluding the pressure, Ryan. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're saying that, Chickens. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Pass completed. It's Hardman on the comebacker. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And complete right side to Cook. Touchdown, Jets.
Dalvin Cook.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Here's 1st and 10. Levis to throw.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Anyone on defense make a play together, guys. Anybody make a tackle for him.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the Jets have got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. Rodgers to throw. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And now they'll shift things around. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth, the flag. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Jets have recovered. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Scotty Miller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
Falcons, 36.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers going to shift them around. throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Levis. And incomplete on the deep ball. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.